my channel. In today's video, we are doing a get ready with me featuring Boxy Chram. Now, if you guys are wondering what happened to my video last week, I recorded the entire video and the footage was horrible. It just didn't come out. It wasn't in focus. And on top of that, I forgot to turn off my fan, which was picking up a lot of background noise. You know, it is hot outside, it's summer, and as high as I can put my air conditioner on, with these lights, you need a fan running. And I always remember to turn off the fan, but that day I just forgot to turn off my fan. So that was the first time I recorded an entire video and it did not get put up. So that's okay, because I decided to do a get ready with me featuring Boxy Chram. So I was able to use everything Boxy Chram included in this month's subscription, except for one item, that it is a bold lip, and you guys know I have to be in the mood for a bold lip. So I'm sorry the bold lip did not make the cut. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about this look that I created. This is my signature look. This is a look that I wear most of the times when I just want to go to work without having to go and look at old pictures of mine to kind of get inspiration. I love to get inspirational looks on social media when I am doing my makeup, but when I am just not up for it, I just want to do my makeup and get out the door, this is my signature look. This is a look that I do most of the times, almost every time I go to work, because for me it is absolutely easy. I can do this eye look in under 5 minutes, and it's very fast. There's not a lot of work to it, and I just happen to like it because I feel like it is a look that looks like I took a lot of time. It is a glam look, but really it's super fast, super easy, and I ended up using most of the stuff that came in my Boxy Chram. So the first one I want to talk to you guys about is this Blink Electric eyeshadow palette that came in this month's subscription. All very pretty high pigment colors. This palette retails for $45, and you're gonna see me use it in the tutorial. Also, this Bare Minerals Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo, also another item that I really like that came in this month's subscription, and this is what it looks like. I think it's great. It's got a matte and a shimmery side. It's wonderful. I find it that it blurs a lot of fine lines or pores, so if you're somebody who likes that very polished look, this is definitely a powder that you guys want to try. This powder retails for $32. Another item that was included in this month's box is this Project Beauty Spray Set and Go. This is a setting spray that retails for $32. I've used it a couple times already this month. It's a pretty good spray. I have nothing bad to say other than the spray is a little bit chunky. I like my mist to be more mist, you know, very refined. But overall, I mean, I have nothing bad to say. It's pretty good. It's $32. And the other item that I did use in my video is this Unibrow Universal Eyebrow Pencil. This retails for $12. Now, this isn't one of my favorite items, only because when I like to do my brows, I've mentioned before that I like the tip to be like the Brow Wiz, very pointy, and this one is that triangle shape. I have nothing bad, really. It's not that it's a bad product. I have it on right now and it's pretty decent, but you know, I like my brows, as you guys know, very hair-like strokes, very kind of see-through. You know, I want to see my skin through it, very sparse. This to me is more like a shading in kind of brow look, and to me it's perfect for that mom on the go that just wants to do her brows real quick, like myself, who just wants to run out the door, go to the gym, or go to the grocery store, run errands. So these are the kind of brow products that I like to use on the go, but not for that really nice glam work look that I like. I will include my brow tutorial down below so you guys can see a full video on how I like to do my brows. The last item that was in the Boxy Chram subscription is an item that I did not use because you guys know I'm not big on bold colors, but I will probably try it. It's a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. It's really pretty color. It's this pretty plummy, very burgundy liquid lip color. I think that this would be a great color for like fall, not really right now. This color retails for, this liquid lip retails for $6, and it's from ColourPop, and it's a full size which all the items from Boxy Chram are full-size items, and that's what I love about the subscription. For $21, by far my favorite subscription. I am also a member of Ipsy, but you know, as you know, or if you guys know, Ipsy is another makeup subscription that has more smaller size, more travel size item. But then again, the subscription is $10 less. It's only $9 or $10 or something like that. But that is another one of my favorite subscriptions. And sometimes they do include full-size things, but because the items are so small, it's very hard for me to create a video around that. So Boxy Chram is still one of my favorite subscriptions, and you can pretty much create a full look with most of the products that they include, and that's the reason why I like to create videos like this. So all the items in this month's Boxy Chram subscription came out to a total of $127. I think that's a great deal considering you're only paying $21 every month for full-size items. And you know, Boxy Chram every single month really does impress me because I love all the stuff that I get. Granted, there's some things that I wouldn't wear at the time, or you know, there's something maybe that I wouldn't wear for a certain look. They're all great products. The other thing I did in the video was I did this hair look that I wanted you guys to see, a hair tutorial, my on-the-go hair that doesn't take me a lot of time. I love to do this hair look when I just don't want my hair to be pin straight. I like to use a 1-inch curling iron to create this look. It's very easy and I could do it in no time. The products that I used on my hair are the Wave Spray, which I love. Every time I create a look like this, I love to use the Wave Spray. I also love to start the hair with the dry foam, the dry shampoo foam right in the roots, especially when my hair is dirty, which my hair is 2 days old. So my hair tends to be a little oily when it's a day or two old. So I really like to use this in my roots. And I also like to use the dry shampoo as well. So I didn't use the rose oil, which I do typically only when I wash my hair the first day. So when my hair is just clean and it's really dry, I like to use the rose oil on my hair to give it a little bit of you know, of a sheen to it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy my first get ready with me video. So if you guys are interested in knowing how I got the entire look, then stick around. Okay guys, I literally just got home from the gym, and in all honesty, I had to blow dry my hair because if I took a shower and redid my hair, it would have taken me a lot longer to get this video up. So I just went ahead and blow dried my hair, and I will take a shower after. But I did take off what I had on, which was tinted moisturizer, which is what I always wear when I go to the gym. And a little bit of Brow Wiz, brow pencil on my brows, and that is it. I don't wear anything else, just my SPF tinted moisturizer from Nars. And right now I'm putting on the Ordinary caffeine solution for my under eyes. My face is a little red because, like I said, I just washed my face after I left the gym, and my face is still a little red, and my eyes have really dark circles, but I need to hydrate because my skin has been a little dry, and I'm using my Nars Luminous Moisture Cream, which I happen to love because it does help dry skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and really sink that into my skin. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Nars Luminous Weightless Foundation, which is this color. I am in the color Stromboli, but for some reason it just oxidizes so much. It looks really yellow at the beginning, so I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of Santa Fe just to tone down the yellowness, because this foundation does become very yellow at the beginning. But it is my color. I mean, I put it on alone without using Santa Fe, and you know, it just, in the end, after it's been sitting on my skin for a while, you know, foundation does oxidize, so you have to really wait and let the air hit it for it to show you its true color. But I went ahead and mixed those two anyways, and I went ahead and put some Cover FX custom drops, the highlighting drops in Moonlight, because I want this to be a little more luminous than it already is. This foundation works great for someone who has normal to oily skin, but it does work on every skin type. I have dry skin myself and I like it, but it is more on the mattifying side, and that's the reason why I like to put my luminous drops. I'm gonna go ahead and before I do that, I'm gonna put my YSL Forever Light Corrector. It's an under eye cream for dark circles. It looks like this, and I have been using this now for a couple of weeks and I do like it. It's great. It works good with concealer. That is the one thing I've noticed. There's sometimes that certain eye creams don't really work good with concealers. They're just probably good to wear at night. But this one works great if you're someone who likes to put a good eye cream underneath your concealer and that your concealer sits well on the eye once you've applied this under eye cream. And again, it's the YSL fluid, eye fluid for dark circles. Once I have applied that, I am also going to use this YSL Touche Eclat primer. It's in the clear bottle with the little gold specks. I just like to use a little bit on my T-zone. I don't like to really spread this everywhere, but it's a great primer. And now I'm just gonna apply the foundation everywhere. Now I'm warning you at the beginning, it does look very yellow, but it is my color. In fact, the Stromboli by itself is my color. I just added a little bit of the Santa Fe. This looks funny. I added a little bit of the Santa Fe just to kind of neutralize the color a little. And now that I look like a clown, I kind of want to use this brush. This is the e.l.f. brush in 103, one of those new brushes that I bought. I am like using this brush every single day since I bought it to apply my foundation. I still use my beauty blender, but at the beginning I love to use this brush. It's so soft and it really buffs in the foundation perfectly. Now I'm gonna get the same Cover FX custom enhancer drops, and I'm just gonna put a drop on each eyelid. That is gonna be the primer that's going to be used for my eyeshadow. I love using luminous eyeshadow primers because I like to use a lot of shimmery eyeshadows, especially when I do a look like this, which is pretty much my signature look. It's just my go-to easy look. I love using a shimmery eyeshadow primer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Blink Boxy Chram palette that came in the Boxy Chram. I'm gonna use this color here at the end, the lightest one, and I'm just gonna set my lid. I love using shimmery tones like this for the eyes. Now I'm gonna grab this gold one right here. Just go back and forth. These colors are extremely pigmented. You want to make sure you tap your brush and just start out with a light application. Now let's use this pretty pink one right here. It's kind of like a rose gold color with a flat shader brush. Any flat shader brush will work, and just place that right on the eyelid. This eye look can be done in 5 minutes, guys. It's my go-to get ready with me look that I wear to work because I know it's not gonna fail me. It's always gonna look good. Grab a blending brush, any light blending brush, because we're gonna do the brow bone with the same light color that we started with, but we're just like running it through the brow bone. It's just gonna be like a highlight for the brow bone, because this look, if you notice, everything looks very blended. There really is no harsh line, and the key to that is using lots of blending brushes. Any brush like this. The first one that I used was my Morphe M441, and the second one that I used was the Morphe M433. They're both blending brushes, and that's why I love to do a look like this, because when you do them with blending brushes, everything is so seamless. Then you're gonna grab your biggest blending brush at the end and just blend your work away. Make sure there's no harsh lines. And for me, this look looks really pretty put together, and it looks like you took a lot of work, a lot of time doing it, but as you see, it's done in less than 5 minutes. Now we're gonna leave the eyeshadow and come back to it later. Let's do brows. I'm gonna go ahead and use the brow pencil that the Boxy Chram subscription came with. This is what the pencil looks like. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention to you guys, the eyeshadow palette that I just used, it's called the Electric Eye Palette, and that retails for $45. The colors are very highly pigmented. They're jewel tones, the shades beautifully paired together to give you the gorgeous golden eye look. This formula blends effortlessly and is long lasting, and I agree with that. It's definitely blendable, definitely high pigment, and for $45, this subscription is only $21, so that pays itself for sure. Now I'm using the Unibrow Universal Brow Pencil. This retails for $12. This brow pencil is not really the style of brow pencil that I typically use. It's that triangle shaped tip, which I like the Brow Wiz, which is very pointy. I just think that this is more like a shading brow pencil, and I love to draw, like you guys know how I like my brows. I like to draw hair strokes, and I feel like that with these pencils, once they're worn out, you really can't do that. So I can tell you already that I am not a big fan of this type of brow pencil, but I do see myself using it to the gym, because I don't really do my brows perfect when I go to the gym or when I, you know, go to the run around with the kids and stuff. It's just, I just shade them in. I really don't spend a lot of time with them. When you're a mom and you have 2 kids, you really don't have a lot of time to glam up and do your makeup the way you want to, but that's why I think these pencils are good for like that on-the-go mom. See, my brow looks very kind of like shaded in. It's very hard to draw the hair strokes. And then pencils, one thing when you're drawing your brows, you want to be very light handed when you're working in the inner areas where I am right now, because you want that area to be as light as possible. So the brow pencil is not so bad, but definitely for somebody who doesn't like to take a lot of time doing their brows. Okay guys, I'm gonna carve out my brows with my favorite NYX eyeshadow base. It's in the color 03. Yeah, it's eyeshadow base in the color 03. You guys know I love to carve my brows with this because it's very natural. It's close to my skin color, and again, it is a primer for your eyeshadow, which works great to lock in the brows. And sometimes I don't carve my brows, but when I use a pencil like this, definitely have to. I did my Ardell Wispies, which are my favorite lashes, and I know that they're like going down because they are old. I love to reuse my Ardell Wispy lashes. And obviously when the glue dries, I'm gonna curl them up, and I think that they look the most natural for you know, someone who has really long lashes, you know, they're not, they look natural when they've been reused, because when they're brand new, they look very uniformed, and I love to reuse them because, you know, the hairs kind of go in different directions, making it appear like natural lashes. I always get asked if I have extensions on, but no, these are just the Ardell Wispies. So as soon as they dry, I'm gonna go ahead and curl them up. Let's go ahead and start with complete our eyes. And I say our eyes. Let's finish with my eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and use this bronzy tone here at the end with a Morphe M432. It's like a push brush, an eyeliner brush that's flat. We're gonna go ahead and just trace. Wait, I'm supposed to do concealer first, guys. Let's do concealer, which is typically what I usually do, is concealer first. Okay, I'm gonna use my Nars Custard, the soft matte, and dip into my concealer. I love this concealer. It's so creamy, and you really don't have to do a lot of blending. For me, it sets itself. I don't like to, you know, set it with powder. I just love how the coverage is really good, and you don't have to do a lot of blending. Once you've placed it the way I did it, you just get a damp beauty blender and you just basically tap the product onto the skin. See, I'm not really doing a lot of blending, I'm just like tapping it in. And you saw how I cut the edge of my eyeshadow. I love to do that because it cleans it up nicely. And I'm gonna go ahead and use, where's the cover? So that was the medium 1 Custard in the soft matte from Nars. I'm gonna go ahead and use now the Creme Brulee, which is a light 2 to highlight the bridge of my nose. And my forehead. And just a little bit on the chin like this. Tap. This concealer is really effortless. You don't have to do a lot of blending. It just does the job for you. And now that I went ahead and put my highlight plus concealer, I want to go ahead and use this other item from Boxy Chram. I was really surprised that they gave us a full-size Bare Mineral Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo, and it basically looks like this. I've used it already, that's why it's so dirty. It looks like this inside. It has a matte side and a highlight side, and it's basically like a setting powder. I noticed that when I've used it a couple times, it really blurs the skin out to make it look very smooth. And this Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo retails for $32. It's this silky and ultra fine combination of setting powder and finishing powder. Instantly vanishes on all skin tone. Enjoy an even long-lasting, natural looking luminous complexion. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shimmery side to kind of set the concealer a little and the highlight. But like I said, I always use very, very little powder, because the fact that the foundation is more mattifying that I use today. So I'm just tapping the product in like this. Lightly tapping to set it. It's beautiful, guys. I really like this Bare Minerals. One thing I noticed that you don't want to overdo it, at least on my skin, because I do have more dry skin. I did put too much the other day and I didn't like the way my makeup looked, but I noticed because I used too much of it. So you always want to start out, like any product when it comes to makeup, you always want to start out with a light hand. Now let's go back to that eyeshadow and the eyeshadow palette, and let's use this really pretty bronzy dark tone here at the end, and you're just going to trace your lash line. Now I'm gonna grab this Real Techniques Smudge Brush. It's this purple chrome brush. It's called the Smudge Brush, and it's really tiny. I like it because it's great to smudge the under eye powders. I'm gonna go ahead and use the rose gold one in the center, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that liner that we just applied. Oh, the eyeshadow. Okay, now let's curl these lashes, and the way I do it is I make sure that I pump the lash curler, making sure I got every hair in there, and I go to the root first, and I go about twice, or maybe not, maybe like 4 times, and then I kind of move it out more until I get more towards the tip. That'll really help curl the lash up. See how it did that? Same thing on the side. You don't want to do it too hard because then you create that awful crease. So you want to make sure you pump and you don't do it too hard. There you go. Now that my lashes are on, I love to use the Via Veneto Nars Larger Than Life eyeliner right on my upper waterline of my lashes by grabbing my lashes and pulling them back and just create a liner. I love to darken my waterline on the top of my eyes and then doing a light color on the bottom. Dark. And the reason I love to use, I mean, I know I'm using a lot of Nars stuff, but you guys, this liner, it won't transfer. And I noticed that a lot of the black liners, if you do them on the waterline, you might as well do them on both sides, on the top and on the bottom, because they transfer. But not this. Even like now, it's still not even dry completely, and my lower waterline is still you know, it doesn't have any black liner. So now I'm going to use the Rue Bonaparte, one of my favorites from Nars, and I'm going to do it on the bottom of my waterline, on the bottom of my eye. And it is literally going to stay like this all day. I'm going to go ahead and bronze a little with my Laura Mercier Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. Now it is a powder, but I got the number 4, which is pretty, you know, beautiful and like a light bronzy tone for my skin. And this is just to enhance the color of my skin. This has a nice shimmer to it, not too strong, just a nice glow to give you a nice glow to the skin, without being too bronzy, which is why I like it. Now I'm going to contour using my Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to contour with the color in the center, right up here. I'm going to contour with this color today. It's not going to be that strong, just a light contour. Make sure you get that hairline really good. I have not put down this palette since I bought it. This is actually my second one because it's just the perfect contour palette. I love how the colors just really are so smooth. Kat Von D really nailed it when it came to creating a really pretty formula. Now I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to use the same color in the center. First it looks strong, but once I blend it out, and you guys know how I feel about a strong nose contour. I just love a good contoured nose. And now I'm gonna grab this, it's a Tarte limited edition brush. It's just a slanted, thick, fluffy brush to blend that out. Okay, now for blush, I'm gonna use this Nars Dual Intensity. I know I'm using a lot of Nars. I love Nars. Dual Intensity blush in Fervor. And I love how this combination looks on my skin. I used to just use this blush on my dark complexioned customers. And when I tried it on myself, I was like, wait a minute, this looks great on all skin type. I first apply the dark tone right here. This blush is so beautiful. And then after I'm done applying the dark one, I do the light one on top. The lighter color. And I'm gonna place that right on top, but more on my cheek. See that beautiful color? Now I'm gonna grab my Nars highlighting palette. It has like 2 bronzers, Laguna and Casino, and then 4 beautiful highlight shades right here. And I am going to grab the gold color right here in the center. Oh my god. I'm gonna grab the gold color right here. And just put a little. I'm actually mixing the 2 golds in the center, these 2 right here. Yeah, it looks better when I mix it on top of this blush. Now I'm gonna grab a nice little pencil brush like this. This is an old Sonia Kashuk collection. And I'm gonna grab the lighter gold right here. And I'm gonna place that in the tear duct, my eyes, and on the highest point of my brow bone. For lips, I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX lip liner in the color Nude Beige. It's got like a brownie undertone. Next, I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild. It's one of these liquid cat suits. It's a really pretty nude color in the color called Nudie Patootie. I've used this on my channel before and I just love the undertone on this. It's such a pretty brown nude color. It's very beigey, but it has like that brown undertone. And I am going to top this off with a gloss. I'm going to use this Chanel in the color Song 191. It's this really pretty pearlescent lip gloss. It's kind of holographic. It's got purples and pinks, and it's really pretty as a topper. Now I'm gonna use this Spray Set and Go from the brand Project Beauty. This was included in my Boxy Chram, And this is Spray Set and Go Makeup Setting Spray. This retails for $32. Keeps your makeup fresh all day long. Just spray, set, and go. The mascara that I'm using is this Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. It is my current favorite drugstore mascara. It's amazing, you guys. You need to try it if you're looking for a very good, affordable mascara at the drugstore. Now, I already applied it. I just wasn't recording, but it's pretty much on me right now. And here we're moving on to hair. Here are some of the products that I have been using on my hair and loving from the brand called Way Hair Care. I love using the wave spray at the end to just spritz on my waves, and also using the dry shampoo foam right in the roots to give it some volume, especially when my hair isn't so clean. It's great stuff. First thing I'm going to do is making sure my hair is free from knots, brushing it out with a wide tooth comb. And I'm going to add the dry shampoo foam right in the roots of my hair. Oops. I really like this stuff because I am big on mousse. I love using any types of mousse on my hair. And this is great to add into the roots just to give it that, you know, that look that you just washed your hair when it's a little dirty, as opposed to like a dry shampoo spray. I do like to use a dry shampoo spray at the end, but this is what I like to do on my hair first, right before I start, you know, putting on the waves with my curling iron. I like to make sure I also get the dry shampoo in the back of the hair as well, not just the top, but in the back in this area, just to make sure that my hair has a good amount of volume. I have, you know, really thin hair, but I have a lot of hair, so my hair does get weighed down a lot. And right now I'm just adding a little bit of that extra dry shampoo into the hair as well. Just, you know, we always want that extra volume on the hair, and it really does help when you're doing these curls. So now basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair in the middle and in the back in the middle, and bringing all the hair towards the front, making sure it's still, again, free from knots. And basically I start parting it and I start doing the curls in the back of my head, so I can just throw those curls that are already formed to the back. And basically what I do is I get my 1-inch curling iron and I start the curl, but I make sure that I leave the root free and the tip free. And what I am doing, if you notice, it's just a very, very wide wave. These are waves and not curls, I should say. So I really like to make the waves very far apart, making sure that the root and the tip of the hair is straight. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fast forward this video so you guys can see everything I'm doing without removing any clips. And that's it, I'm done. And since this video, I did cut my hair because I noticed that the waves look better when my hair is a little more layered. But more hair tutorials to come in the near future. That was it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And I hope you guys enjoyed my very first Get Ready With Me video, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you guys for watching.